Hello students, welcome to my online class. Today we are going to discuss our fourth chapter, and the name of the chapter is Speak Gently. This is a poetry, and this poetry has been written by David Beers. It's a simple poem in which the poet asks his readers to speak in a gentle way. Each stanza of the poem it tells us how and why we should speak gently with others. So it's basically a didactic poem. Didactic poem means at the end of the poem, or from the poem we can learn something, or we get one message, a moral lesson that we get. That is called didactic poem. So here we are going to start the poetry. Let's check out the first stanza. Speak gently. It is better far to rule by love than fear. Speak gently, let not harsh words mar the good we might do here. Mar means spoil. Okay, so in the very first stanza, it is said, or it tells us, to rule over people by love and not by fear. Obedience of people should be acquired through love and not fear, and through love it can last longer. Moreover, harsh words shouldn't destroy the good things that we do in life. In the next stanza, it is said, speak gently, love doth whisper, doth means does, whisper low, the vows that true hearts bind, and gently friendship's accent flow, affection's voice is kind. So in the second stanza of this poetry tells us to speak in a gentle and kind voice, which can bind hearts and friendship that can last longer that way. In the next stanza, speak gently to the little child, its love be sure to gain. Teach it in accents soft and mild, it may not long remain. So in the third stanza, it is said that, or it tells us to be kind to the child or the little child. If we speak gently to them, we'll surely gain their affection. The child must be taught the way of the world with love and gentle care. In the next stanza, it is said, speak gently to the young, for they will have enough to bear. Pass through this life as best they may. It's full of anxious care. So, in this following stanza, David Weiss advises his reader to speak gently, especially to the young, as they need a life full of gentle care. So, the poet tells also to his reader to be polite, to be not to be harsh towards the young ones. In the next stanza, it is said, speak gently to the aged one, grieve not the care on heart, the sands of life are nearly run, let such in peace depart. So here in this stanza, it is said that we should speak in a polite manner to the old aged man who are already sad and tired. We should speak to those old people with care, as they only have a brief time left in this world. So in the next stanza it is said, speak gently, kindly to the poor, let no harsh tone be heard. They have enough, they must endure, without an unkind word. So the poet also tells his reader to speak gently to the poor, because we know the poor people, uh, they already get or receive the harsh words and unkind behavior and the or unkindness from the people. So we should behave with them politely, so that should never be hurt. So in the next stanza, speak gently to the weary, know they may have toiled in vain. Perchance unkindness, perchance means perhaps, perchance unkindness made them so, oh win them back again. So here in this stanza, The poet says that the people, those who have made several mistakes in their lives, we have to deal with them, we have to behave with them gently and politely. Actually, the throughout the poem will learn something how to behave. The poet says us how to behave with the people, with the different kind of people, whoever it is, irrespective of their caste, creed, irrespective of their age. We should behave with them very politely. So throughout the poetry, we are getting that moral value. So in the next stanza, it is said, "Speak gently, he who gave his life to bend man's stubborn will. When elements were in fierce strife, say to them, peace to be still." Here, one biblical reference is given. Let me tell you. So here in this stanza, David was mentioned about Christ, Jesus Christ, who had given of his life to mend man's stubborn will. When all the elements of the earth were in battle against each other, he told them to be at peace. So here you can find the reference that is given, the star marks is given, you can go through it. So in the final stanza, it is said, "Speak gently, it's a little thing, drop in heart's deep well. The good, the joy which it may bring, eternity shall tell." So the poet conveys at last a final message through the poetry or through the poem, that speaking gently might be a little thing when dropped in the heart's deep well, but the goodness and the joy it brings will last more than an eternity. It's a very simple thing, but it can bring more than goodness and joy that will last forever. So I guess the poetry is pretty much clear to you now. If you find any difficulty, then I will suggest go through the video once again, try to understand, and as well as you try to go through the text so that you can understand the poetry and its theme and central idea. So this much for today. Thank you.